Welcome to Zoe Stories. A strange app transformed me into a perfect Instagram model. I never cared much about social media. Sure, I had an Instagram account, but it was mostly empty, just a few random photos, mostly taken by my friends. I wasn't the type to obsess over filters, likes, or aesthetics. I was just Jake, a 22-year-old college student, majoring in something I wasn't passionate about, drifting through life on autopilot. My daily routine was simple: classes, work shifts at a local cafe, and late nights gaming or binge-watching shows. I wasn't unattractive, but I wasn't particularly striking either. Messy hair, average build, the kind of guy you wouldn't notice in a crowd. And honestly, that was fine by me. Or at least I thought it was. Then one night, everything changed. It started with an ad. I was lying in bed, mindlessly scrolling on my phone, avoiding homework. That's when it popped up. Perfect You, the only app that can transform your life. It was sleek, polished, almost too professional for the usual garbage clickbait. The tagline beneath it caught my eye. Discover your true potential with just one click. Normally, I would have ignored something like this. But for some reason, I hesitated. Maybe it was boredom, maybe something deeper. Either way, my thumb hovered over the install button. Curiosity won. The download was instant. When I opened the app, a simple message greeted me. Upload a photo. See your true self. I frowned. Another dumb filter app? Still, I went along with it. I picked a random selfie from my gallery, one taken months ago. I barely even smiled in it. The app processed the image. The screen flickered. Then the result appeared. My breath caught in my throat. The person staring back at me wasn't me. Well, not exactly. It was a girl. Not just any girl, she was stunning. Perfect skin, high cheekbones, big, captivating eyes. Her lips had the kind of natural pout people paid surgeons for. Her long, silky hair cascaded over her shoulders like something out of a shampoo commercial. She looked flawless. But the weirdest part? She looked real. Not like a filter. Not like some AI-generated beauty template. She looked like she had always existed. Like she had always been me. A cold shiver ran down my spine. Then a notification popped up. Would you like to become your true self? My stomach twisted. This was a joke, right? A gimmick? But as I stared at the photo, something inside me shifted. There was something unsettlingly familiar about her. About me. I shook my head, forcing a laugh. This was ridiculous. No app could actually transform someone. And yet, I couldn't look away. Another notification. Transformation is ready. Except, my hands felt clammy. My heart pounded. It's just a stupid app. I should delete it. Close it. Forget about it. But something deep inside whispered, what if it's real? I stared at the screen, my pulse hammering in my ears. Transformation is ready. Except, the words glowed on my phone, waiting for a response. I could still see her, that impossibly perfect girl, the girl who was somehow me. The air in my tiny dorm room suddenly felt too thick, my hands clammy against the phone. My rational mind screamed that this was a gimmick, a trick, some hyper-realistic filter designed to mess with my head. And yet, I couldn't deny the pull. What would it be like to be her? To have those flawless features, that effortless beauty? Would people look at me differently? Would I feel different? I shook my head violently and tossed my phone onto my bed like it had burned me. I wasn't shallow. I didn't care about Instagram fame or looking like some influencer. This was stupid. But as I paced the room, my thoughts twisted in circles. I'd never admit it out loud, but I wasn't exactly thrilled with my reflection. Not ugly, not hideous, just forgettable. A guy people barely glanced at, a background character in his own life. What if this was a chance to change that? I ran my fingers through my messy hair, catching a glimpse of myself in the mirror. My hoodie was wrinkled, my jawline covered in stubble I'd been too lazy to shave. Tired eyes. A face no one paid attention to, but her. I glanced back at the phone, at the version of me that looked like she belonged on magazine covers. The difference was night and day. My stomach clenched. It wasn't real. It couldn't be real. And yet, I reached for my phone again, my hands trembling slightly. My finger hovered over the screen. I just needed to press no.
Close the app.
Forget about it. I tapped my messaging app instead. Yo, Lisa, check this out. I attached the transformed image and hit send. A few seconds later, the typing bubbles appeared. Lisa, who is this? I blinked. What do you mean? It's me, LOL.
Just some app filter.
Lisa, dude, stop playing. That's not you.
My mouth went dry.
I quickly snapped another selfie, messy hair, tired eyes, and ran it through the app again. The same result. The same girl. Like the app wasn't just modifying my face, it was replacing me entirely. My heart pounded. This wasn't some basic beauty filter. This was something else. I stared at the notification again. Would you like to become your true self? The word sent a chill through me. True self? I let out a shaky breath. The app made it sound like this was inevitable. Like this version of me had been waiting just beneath the surface. A dangerous thought crept in. What if it's right? I swallowed hard.
No. No way.
But the question lodged itself deep in my brain. What if I did try it?
Just for a little while. Just to see.
Would it really be so bad? A voice in my head, sharp and accusing, cut through the haze. If this is real, what happens to the person you are now? The thought made my stomach churn. Would I still be me? Or would I disappear the moment I pressed accept? The idea sent a wave of panic through me. I didn't want to stop existing. I just wanted to know what it felt like. The phone screen pulsed softly, as if waiting. A single button. Accept. I clenched my fists. Could I really do this? Or had I already decided? I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her. Not some AI-generated fantasy me, but different. Better. Beautiful. The phone sat on my nightstand, screen dark, but I knew the app was still waiting. The notification, "Would you like to become your true self?" was burned into my mind. I should have deleted it. Tossed my phone out the window. Instead, I grabbed it. I needed to talk to someone. Lisa was my best friend, but I knew what she'd say. She was blunt, logical, always the voice of reason. She'd tell me I was being an idiot, that no app could actually transform me. But then again, I wasn't sure I believed that anymore. Before I could overthink it, I opened our chat. This app is messing with my head. Lisa, bro, just delete it. It's just some weird face filter. What if it's not? Her response came instantly. Lisa, wait, don't tell me you actually believe this crap. I hesitated, fingers hovering over the keyboard. Did I? I wasn't sure anymore. Before I could reply, my phone buzzed with an incoming call. Lisa. I sighed and answered. Okay, she said without preamble. Explain. And don't say something dumb like, I think an app is trying to turn me into a girl. I swallowed. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Silence. Then, a sharp exhale. Jake. I know how it sounds, all right? I sat up, raking a hand through my hair. But I ran my selfie through this app, and it didn't just tweak my features.
It replaced me.
And then it asked if I wanted to. Dude. Her voice was a mix of concern and exasperation. Are you hearing yourself? It's a filter. A hyper-realistic one, sure, but that's it. Your phone isn't gonna magically. What if it could? I cut in. My pulse was racing. What if I hit accept and I change? What if I wake up as her? Lisa groaned. That's not how the world works. Then explain why I can't stop thinking about it. The words tumbled out before I could stop them, raw and desperate. Lisa went quiet. When she finally spoke, her voice was softer. Is this really about the app? Or is there something else? I flinched. Something else. I had no answer for that. Look, she said, you're overthinking. Get some sleep. Tomorrow we'll go for coffee, and I'll prove to you that this is just a dumb trick. Okay. I nodded, even though she couldn't see me.
Yeah.
Okay. I ended the call and stared at my phone. I should have felt reassured. But her words didn't erase the gnawing feeling in my gut. Because deep down, I wasn't sure I wanted her to be right. The next day, I met Lisa at a cafe near campus. She ordered her usual, iced caramel macchiato. I got black coffee, but I barely touched it. Lisa eyed me warily. All right. Prove it. I pulled out my phone, opened the app, and handed it to her.
She frowned. Dude.
This just looks like some advanced AI thing. She scrolled through the settings, skeptical. Then her brows furrowed.
Wait.
There's no way to edit the results. I shook my head. It's always the same girl. Lisa hesitated. Then, before I could stop her, she tapped accept. I gasped and snatched the phone back. What the hell, Lisa? I'm proving a point, she said. If this was real, you'd be. The app screen glitched. My breath caught. For a split second, I swore I felt something like a static charge rippling over my skin. My vision blurred, my fingers tingling. Then nothing. I was still me. Still Jake. Lisa smirked.
See?
Nothing happened. I exhaled sharply, my body tense. She was right.
Nothing had changed.
Maybe I was being paranoid. But when I looked back down at my phone, the screen had a new message. Transformation pending. Changes will process overnight. My stomach dropped. Lisa's voice faded into the background. My hands trembled as I locked my phone, shoving it into my pocket like that would somehow stop it. Something had been set in motion, and I wasn't sure I could stop it now. I barely made it through the rest of the day. Classes blurred together, my professors' voices droning like static in the background. I couldn't focus, not when my mind kept circling back to the app, to the notification. Transformation pending. Changes will process overnight. I checked my phone at least 100 times. The message never disappeared. No cancel button. No way to undo whatever Lisa had triggered. By the time I got back to my dorm, my nerves were shot. My hands were shaking as I shut the door behind me, locking it like that would keep reality from shifting. I sank onto my bed, staring at my reflection in the darkened screen of my laptop. Same tired eyes. Same unshaven face. Would this be the last time I saw myself like this? I ran my fingers through my hair, my chest tightening. What if I wake up and I'm her? I thought about what that would really mean. No more Jake. No more blending into the background. No more quiet, unnoticed existence. Instead, I'd be someone people couldn't ignore. Someone beautiful. Someone new. But was that what I really wanted? Or was I just chasing something I didn't understand? My stomach churned. If this was real, if I truly changed, would I still be me? Would I still have my memories? My thoughts? Or would I wake up as someone else entirely? The idea of losing myself sent a cold shiver down my spine. I couldn't let that happen. Grabbing my phone, I tapped the app, desperate to find a way out. There had to be a way to stop this. But when the screen loaded, I froze. The message had changed. Final confirmation required. Accept your true self. 2 buttons beneath it. Yes, no. I swallowed hard. This was it. My last chance to back out. I could hit no and end this nightmare. Stay Jake.
Stay me.
But the thought made my chest ache. Because deep down, I wanted to know. I wanted to know what it felt like to be her. To be beautiful. To be seen. My thumb hovered over the screen. I squeezed my eyes shut, taking a shaky breath. Then, before I could change my mind, I pressed yes. Lisa's eyes were wide, unblinking. She looked at me like I was a ghost. Say something, she whispered.
My throat was dry.
My whole body trembled. It's me. I managed, my voice breathy, alien. Lisa's breath hitched. She took a slow step forward, like I might shatter if she moved too fast. What the hell, Jake, she said, but the name felt wrong now, like it didn't belong to me anymore. What did you do? I couldn't answer. I was still trying to comprehend it myself. She reached out, hesitated, then gently touched my arm. I flinched at the contact. My skin was hypersensitive, warm, different. Oh my God. Lisa yanked her hand back, her face pale. This isn't a prank. This is real. I nodded, my breath shaky. I told you. The app, it changed me. Lisa's hands trembled as she ran them through her hair. This isn't possible. It shouldn't be possible. She looked me up and down, taking in the baggy hoodie that barely clung to my smaller frame, the jeans that threatened to slip from my hips. You're her. My voice cracked. I turned back to the mirror, my reflection confirming the impossible. Lisa inhaled sharply. How do you feel?
I swallowed hard.
I don't know. It was the truth. My body felt lighter, freer in a way I couldn't explain. But my mind was a storm. Fear, confusion, a deep, gnawing sense of something I couldn't name. Lisa grabbed my shoulders. We have to fix this. There's got to be a way to undo it, right? I opened my mouth, then froze. A notification pinged from my phone. Lisa and I both whipped around to look at it. Slowly, I picked up the device, my fingers now slender and delicate. The screen glowed with a new message. Congratulations. Your transformation is complete. Welcome to your true self. A hollow silence filled the room. Lisa was the first to break it. What does that mean? I didn't answer. I was too busy staring at the only option on the screen. No reversals allowed. My stomach dropped. Lisa snatched the phone from my hands. There's got to be a way to override this. She tapped frantically, but the app wouldn't respond. No, this can't be permanent. I slumped against the desk. My breath came in short, uneven gasps.
Permanent.
The word hit like a freight train. This was it. There was no going back. No waking up tomorrow as Jake. No undoing the choice I'd made. Lisa looked at me, her eyes filled with something between panic and sympathy. Jake. She stopped herself. Whoever you are now, we'll figure this out, okay? But that was the thing. I wasn't sure I wanted to. My fingers brushed against my face, my lips, the soft curve of my jaw. It should have felt foreign, but it didn't. A strange sense of rightness stirred inside me, quiet but undeniable. I met Lisa's gaze. My voice was steadier now. What if this is who I'm supposed to be? Lisa blinked. You can't be serious. I was. For the first time in my life, I wasn't just seeing a different version of myself. I was seeing myself, and I wasn't sure I ever wanted to go back. Lisa sat across from me, her face a storm of emotions. The panic had faded, but uncertainty still lingered in her eyes. I didn't blame her. I barely recognized myself either. I traced a finger along the hem of my hoodie, now comically oversized on my smaller frame. The reality of my transformation was settling in, but instead of fear, I felt something else, acceptance. Not resignation. Not regret. Something closer to a peace. Lisa broke the silence first. So, what now? The question should have terrified me. If I wasn't Jake anymore, then who was I? But as I looked at my reflection, at the girl staring back at me with wide, searching eyes, I realized the answer wasn't something I had to figure out all at once. I had time. I don't know, I admitted, meeting Lisa's gaze. But I think I want to find out. Lisa exhaled, rubbing her temples. This is insane. I laughed softly.
Yeah,
it is. Her lips twitched, almost like she wanted to smile. You don't seem as freaked out as before. I considered that. Just hours ago, the thought of losing myself had terrified me.
But now?
I didn't feel lost. If anything, I felt like I was finally seeing myself clearly for the first time. I think I was scared of what this meant, I admitted. Scared that changing on the outside would change who I am on the inside. Lisa nodded slowly. And now? I hesitated, then smiled. A real, genuine smile. Now, I think I was always supposed to be her. Lisa watched me carefully, then sighed. Well, I guess I'll have to get used to having a hot best friend. A startled laugh bubbled out of me. So, you do think I'm hot? She groaned, throwing a pillow at me. Oh, shut up. For the first time all day, I wasn't overthinking. I wasn't questioning everything. I was just existing. And it felt good. I didn't know what tomorrow would bring. But for the first time, I wasn't afraid to find out. Thank you for joining us on another captivating journey through Zoe's stories. Remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a tale. Until next time, keep exploring, keep imagining, and keep believing in the magic of storytelling. See you in the next chapter.